Good morning, Laura Ingram. I'm very glad that you're reporting the last few days have really been ahead of the curve. It's very hard in our nation today to get any sort of truth about what's happening in our nation. Already this morning there's another post from a conservative reporter about Mr. Putin and how Obama has got so many sanctions on him, it's making his life real rough. We all remember when Hillary gave the reset button to the Secretary of State in Russia that was supposed to say peace, and it said something else. Well, now there's a photograph of Putin slamming that button, and they're parading a missile that says it's going to take out Obama. Well, it's just another thing for me to pray about my presidential campaign. Because of hacking, for the few people that view me on YouTube, please retweet this to Laura Ingram Angle, because I've been blocked by hacking, I suspect. My brother is violently opposed to me running for president because he'd rather extort money from banks using my name. My campaign, when Ebola hysteria got so crazy, and Obama appointed a campaign czar to deal with Ebola, a man who we never heard from again. I prayed one Sunday morning that Ebola hysteria and the disease would be eradicated. Well, in a short time, that very morning, the hysteria really boiled down on the internet and on the news. And within 6 weeks' time, there was little talk of Ebola almost anywhere, except in the major city that it started in. Since that time, I've called for oil independence. I've traveled coast to coast by car and also by Amtrak, made 2 visits to D.C., passed through Texas and the whole Southwest, restoring oil like my father and I did when he was alive and I was a young man. It's gotten to the point that the barrel of oil's dropped to $40 and gas prices have dropped somewhere around $2.20, probably a little higher on the national average. But in my campaign, I've also called for Arab responsibility. Because in my understanding of history, from the very first day, the Arabs have not had a chance to take responsibility for themselves. England, Spain, Rome, the list goes on. And this is just a funny illustration, no disrespect for the Bible or Bible history, but this was the first time that the Three Stooges got this, where they're wiping across their face. Abraham told the 12 tribes, you go here, you go here, you go here. As soon as he got done, one man stepped up and said, I want to take my sheep to that mountain. And that's where this came from for the Three Stooges. But I've called for Arab responsibility, Laura. I've sent messages to several kings that I can tweet to. Mainly I tell them that don't let CIA destroy your Arab nation anymore. And praying and asking for Arab responsibility, you've had 2 good posts that shows that that's happening. The video of Iraq and the president, or the king, whatever he is, being shown a video of their little boats racing out and killing a mock flat top of ours. is so ridiculous. It's just, I mean, if you ever watched Top Gun, Tom Cruise, what's the captain doing the whole time? He's asking how many miles out there are. Remember that? Biting on his cigar, and how many miles out are they? Because there's rules of engagement to protect that flat top. And they've got bees to come out of that mothership that would take those boats out in 20 seconds. So the Iraqi king is totally out of his mind. Just discuss Putin. He's about out of his mind too, and I don't blame him. There's no dealing with Obama. He does not have a plan. He does not care to have a plan. He just cares to be destructive. Again, I ask, if you're on Twitter and you see this on YouTube, please tweet it to Laura Ingraham. She's got some of the best up-to-date reporting available. It's quite astounding that news agencies on television or cable do not report the news anymore. They just listen to Obama.